Hello everyone, it's B-Man775 here. I am Technician775 on another YouTube channel. Same guy. Okay, what we're going to do here is assemble a medium or a honey super. And what I've done, I've actually bought some boxes that were pre-cut to size and had the handles already cut out for them. But the only thing I did do, they make a bazillion of these boxes in a day's time. I did put it on my table saw and kind of bring them just to trim them up to size, because you get just a 1/16 or so difference in them sometimes. And I did run them all down there and pretty much got them all to size. What I did, I took a 9-frame spacer and actually cut it. I cut 2 of them, made one for a deep and one for a medium or a super. And what I do there is take and I brought the holes back just a little bit, about 1 inch or so, split the difference and split the difference. Okay, about 1 inch or so back, okay, and then split the difference right in the middle, and then split the difference between these two and these two right here. And I got them just far enough in to where when you take and the boards don't come pre-drilled. And what I'll do, I'll actually set this up right here, just like this, okay, and go in, try to be quick about this, just like this, go in with my drill and pop the holes in it, you know, and it comes out pretty much about where it's supposed to be. And I do 5 screws on each end. Then after I do the screws, I've got a little countersink right here, and we just kind of countersink it just a little bit. I don't know if we can see that in the camera. Probably not. Okay, excuse me. Try to like to get this set up all ahead of time, but sometimes it just don't work out like that. And what we do is take in some of the this is all Cypress. I like Cypress wood, and go in and countersink it all. Okay, do the other side as well. Okay, get in there and cordless drills work. If you have just a regular corded drill, that works fine too. It gives a little stress relief to the countersunk screws that I use. Okay, that's done, and I think this side right here is done. Kind of could probably just touch it up just a little bit. I didn't go real deep with the countersinks here. Some of these little 90 boards. All right. Doesn't take much. Keeps the, like I said, keeps the wood from splitting. I am an aircraft mechanic, so if some of you carpenters or guys that are carpenters are watching and giggling, I thoroughly understand. All right, get set up with a few screws on this side and a few screws on this side. And actually, I do use the grip right 2-inch number 8. I use in tans. You can get the greens, but tans, I paint the or stain the boxes rather. I don't paint them. So, and what we're going to do here is bring this back just a little bit like that. Okay, I'll get a couple of side pieces here. Alrighty, and I've got a setup here to where I have to make sure that the handles are always up, and this kind of gives it a little bit of a jig or a little template right here to get everything kind of squared up and look and see how it's gonna shape up. All right, looks pretty good. I got a little bit of a warped board right there, but it's nothing that we can't do. And these are all good right there. Okay, I do use the Tight Bond 3 glue, as you can see right here. Good stuff. A lot of people use the Tight Bond 2. I like the 3 better. I think it does a better job in weathering the elements than the 2 does. I may be full of it, but that's what you know. Talk to some of the old timers, and they like this stuff as well. Okay, excuse the reach. Grab my acid brush. I use these little acid brushes. I get these from Harbor Freight. You get a pack of them. Oh geez, a bunch of them for couple of bucks, disposable when you finish with them. Alrighty, so that's done. Okay, alright, put this back in place, and I've got a little hand squeeze kit. Make sure that's good and snug, and my sideboards, my little side stobs right here, keep it from going side to side. And I do check it with the square, and it actually comes out pretty good. What I'm going to do is go in here and open this up a little bit and just put just a little bit of a squeeze on the box to make sure they're good, and sides are brought in like where they're supposed to be. Put a screw up in the top. Alright, it's like that. Sometimes if they don't do a really good job on the dado, and like I say, these guys make a bazillion of these things in a day's time. Sometimes the dado doesn't come out as deep as what I'd like. I'll go in and kind of clean that up too. So, okay, everything's good. Put a screw in the middle. Alright, just take a little bit of squeeze out. Like that. Bottom looks good on both sides, but we'll drop it just a little bit just to make sure. Alright, still left myself enough room to where I can get a screw in. And on the bottom side, brought it in perfect. A little bit of a squeeze out on the glue on the sides. We'll clean that up here in a little bit. Some guys I've seen have all kinds of contraptions. Oh boy, this one bending over. All kind of contraptions, straps, and this and that and everything else. And I watched my grandfather put these boxes together, and he used cypress wood as well. He grew up on the bayous of South Louisiana here, and had cypress. It was abundant. Okay, so with that done, try to keep this video pretty short. I'll take this, pull this out, just like this, turn it around, and as you can see, maybe or maybe not, yeah, you can see my little boards I have right here. It does an excellent job of keeping everything squared up, and put it in just for a quick check. Okay, that's done. Quick check like this. Looks good. Good. Alrighty. We'll go with a little bit more tight bond. And like I say, this isn't anything that's rocket science. There is an art to carpenter work. I'm not trying to downgrade carpenters by any means and imaginations. Do have a lot of respect for you guys. There is a art to that. The old joke is, I've measured 3 times and it's still too short. Well, I've cut 3 times and it's still too short. So, yeah, it was probably about as old as the hills, but that's okay. Alrighty, got a little extra glue running right here. Oh, adage, if a little bit's good, a little bit more to be better. So I'll just take and put it down on this end right here, because you're going to want these boxes to go the distance. There's no reason you can't get 12, 15 years out of these boxes right here, if not longer than that. So it's really a small investment, but such a long-term thing. Alright, make sure, my handles are good. Alright, this is done, that's done. Okay, put this off to the side. Grab my spiffy tool here. Alright, pull it in just a little bit. Make sure we're still good. Alrighty. Looks good. And okay, I'll do one on top like this, and then pull the clamp in just a little. That'll take but a second to redo this, and right about right there. That way you're still good. And I normally go with the middle one. Alright, we got squeeze out, good. And good. Alright. Maybe one more adjustment on the clamp. Really doesn't need to, but I've got an extra minute here. Just want to make sure it gets done. Winter time's a good time to go inside the man cave and and put boxes together for the spring, because when spring hits, you know as well as I do, you got your hands full when spring hits. Alrighty, so we're going to hit these two right here. And this one on this side. Oh yeah. And the 2 inchers go far enough into the wood where you get actually a good pull on the wood, and it draws everything up pretty tight. Okay, I'm gonna set this off to the back over here, out of the way, and take my rag and clean up a little bit of the extra glue. And some people will keep these things, and that's fine. They'll keep these boxes in all bound up and everything for 24 48 hours. I just don't see it, because I've done too many of these just like this after cleaning the glue off. And when that glue dries up, you're rock solid and ready to go. All right, with that said, I'll post a place where I get the wood from, and I'll give you some measurements on the little template that I use right here. And it's pretty simple, makes it really easy and pretty quick. With that said, thank you very much for watching the video. Please, if you get a chance, subscribe, and thank you very much.